Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast Secret Dump. No one wanted to call it Secret Dump, but I said that's a funny name for a podcast, and then everyone agreed, and now it's a big hit.
What, do you think I was against it? I think I coined it. I coined the dump.
Oh, I thought I did.
You thought you said secret dump? Just think about yourself. Would you really come up with the phrasing secret dump? Right?
Maybe she was just maybe our producer was calling it that.
You would call it like secret experience or velvet secrets or something like that. Caviar and secrets.
Oh my God.
Basically, I'm saying you're a effete snob.
Thank you.
Honey.
Yes.
Are you stoked to get back to the real world?
Well, it's like kind of sad because I'm looking back and I'm like, okay, I was like working on a book. I think I did 2 chapters in the pandemic.
No, you wrote a lot. I got a lot done.
I feel like I relearned. I just started like relearning the G chord on the piano.
I learned C++ basic, and I've been able to, I invested heavily in cryptocurrency. A lot of our mutual savings account I put into crypto, and I lost a lot of money. So I learned a lot about the market, and that's been pretty cool. We did sets, we did stand up, we went into the real world and did stand up in front of people, and man, it was harrowing. It's a funny feeling to be like, I'm 20 years into something and I forgot how to do it. But
also you're doing it in a weird way. Outdoor shows are never good. And then everyone's got a mask on, so you just see people's eyes.
Yeah, it was funny to do crowd work because that's what I do a lot in my act, and be like, what do you do for a living? And be like,
my first thing at crowd work, I was like, hey, sir, did you get COVID? And he's like, yes.
I mean, it's funny that you're like blaming circumstance for that going awry when your question had such a 50-50 possibility of being awkward. Hey, sir, did you get a debilitating disease? Oh, you did.
I was just rusty and trying to say the elephant in the room, which is like,
and then you found literally the elephant who could no longer breathe through his big old trunk.
Yeah, it was not. It was hard.
Did great. You did great. People loved you. I did the early show and I was a mess. I couldn't remember my own bits. I was like, oh my God, I got to go back to the drawing board. Drawing board? Is that what you say? Drawing board?
Sure, honey.
Yeah. Anyway, then I stuck around. You went home. I stuck around and did the late show. Guess what? Do the words crush city mean anything to you? Do the words still got it mean anything to you? Do the words haven't skipped a beat mean anything to you? I was out there going, yes, I am a virtuoso. I'm ready to hit the road. And I am. I took some gigs. I called my agent that night, and I'm hitting the road again.
Oh my God, I just realized something about you.
That I am very good at stand-up?
No, you're one of those people that if you have a good show, then you're like in a good mood for like 3 days.
Fudge, yes. Are you not?
It doesn't affect me like that. No.
What about if you have a bad show?
It doesn't affect me like that.
What makes you happy for a few days? A good dickin'?
A few days? I don't know. I feel like I've never you've just been in a really good mood. Maybe that's why.
I'm just trying to enjoy my life. You know what I realized recently? Maybe I've said this on the podcast before, but I don't know if this is positive or negative, but one of my core values is having a good time. Like really, when you get down to it, okay, be kind to people. Do no harm.
Provide for your family.
Yeah, provide for your family.
I just want to have fun
and have fun. Have a good time.
But what if that means like cheating on your wife or something?
But that's harm. That is in the do harm category, right? That's why you keep that shit secret. You never tell anybody, and you don't admit it on a podcast. But I just think having a good time is like. It's more important to me than leave a lasting legacy. Legacy's stupid. Everybody dies, and then what good is your legacy when your flesh is being eaten by worms?
I mean, you're a sober person, so
enjoy, have fun, get out in nature, see shows, go camping, go on vacation, eat good food, listen to good music, love your family, just have fun. It's like. It's not like wasting your time away with ambition and trying to be like the man. It's just like, even though unfortunately when I'm on stage, I'm like, gosh, this sucks because I am the man, When I'm on stage, I'm like, God, I'm the man, I am the man. And I pound my chest. I scream UFC, stuff like that.
You watch UFC.
I watched it last night.
You probably would scream UFC.
I maybe would if it brought me joy. I think that's what it is. Cultivate joy in everything you do. That's why I married you, Natasha. You're a joy machine.
Thanks.
You know who's really a joy machine?
Our child.
That little child of ours. She's like a pure tap. She's like China White of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know why people want to have a bunch of kids around them.
Right. I feel you. I never wanted to have too many kids. Like one I thought was maybe enough, and then we had the one. I'm like, oh, you could redo this experience and have more, but then you could also get like a real fucked up kid like I was. I was not a joy machine.
No,
I was a misery machine. So it's a gamble, but I gambled our fortune away with crypto, so I'm ready to do it.
Well, honey, why don't we listen to a secret?
Okay, fine.
Hi, you guys. So this is probably going to be a little controversial, probably for the more religious people or whatnot. But so I was talking to this guy. He's Muslim. We were together for about 3 years. And the whole time I was super with him being Muslim, and he was, super okay with me and not being Muslim. But then I ended up getting pregnant, and all of a sudden, the next day, after finding out that I was pregnant, it was just no longer okay. Everything changed. Our worlds were flipped upside down. Long story short, I ended up having the baby. He was in her life for a little bit. And then he one day just decided out of the blue that he was like, you know what? No, we're not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be in her life anymore, but yet still wanted to be in my life and talk to me. Mind you, he does have a lot of kids that he all takes care of all his other kids very, very well. But he's not, with the mothers. Long story, like I said. Anyhow, I was really starting to get super upset with him because he wanted to just keep coming over and coming over when the baby was sleeping. And so one day he asked me to cook him something, and I'm Puerto Rican, and so I made him something that was pretty traditional. In my family, it's called arroz con gandules. It's like just rice and pigeon peas is what it is, but it has a lot of pork in it, and I didn't let him know, and I definitely let him enjoy every last bite of that. And then I also looked up like stuff that had just pork as their ingredients. And I just fed him a whole bunch of that for about 2 weeks during Ramadan. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Like he's like her baby, and she's just feeding it to him. These like pigeon peas while he's in like a high chair.
I love the idea of a full-grown Muslim in a high chair being spoon-fed pork.
I mean, this whole thing where he's like, "Okay, I still want to fuck you, but I no longer want to have responsibility for the child I bore you." Insane. That to me, I could not continue to have sex with someone like that.
Yeah, that's the headline, lady. Stop. By the way, the minute she said I'm Puerto Rican, I was like, "Oh, pork! Pork is coming." There's pork in this story. Stop fucking this guy. Stop fucking him.
I would.
You need to stop fucking this trifling ass bitch.
Unless he wants to take some responsibility for your kid, and if he doesn't, then you need to move on and start a life for yourself, because whatever happened, whatever reason, whatever your thoughts were that would happen, didn't happen. Now you have a baby and you have responsibility to like take care of it. And
no, you do not give up that butter pecan, as the Wu-Tang Clan would say. It is a no. Lady, no more sex with this man. Don't forget the pork. Who gives a shit? This guy's not a real Muslim anyway. If he's having children out of wedlock and not taking care of them, what kind of religious Muslim ethic is that? So, okay, you fed the Muslim pork. That's scandalous. But the headline, you got to stop fucking that guy. Come on. Right?
I'm sorry, I can't get over the butter pecan.
Well, yeah, they said French vanilla, white girl, butter pecan, Puerto Rican girl.
I don't think you can say
deluxe.
any of those things, Moshe.
Oh, am I out? Are we not doing that anymore? I'm not saying it. The Wu-Tang Clan said it. But they were, that's what they're saying. French vanilla was white girls, butter pecan, I believe, was Puerto Rican girls, and chocolate deluxe was black girls.
So your advice to her is don't give up the butter pecan.
That's correct. Do not scoop that butter pecan.
All right.
Do not give him one of those 31 flavors.
He doesn't deserve it, though.
No.
He's got tons of kids already, and now he doesn't.
And he's a good dad to them, but not your kid. But you're the one that's making him peas.
But then he wants to still fuck you.
What is he, bop from house to house, getting a different meal made for him?
She's making him peas.
He's going to the French vanilla. She's like, I made you a cheeseburger. He goes to the chocolate deluxe. She's like, I made gumbo. Goes to you. You're like, I got pigeon peas. They're all feeding him pork because he's a fucking trifling bitch.
I want to be a Muslim, dude.
Find me any mom in America or in the world that is like, yeah, it's all good. You can just go fuck whoever you want, have as many kids as you want. You don't have to take care of them. You could go back and get served up, get a meal and some fucking head. This guy's not a Muslim. He is a trick. And you need to stop helping him trick.
All right, let's listen to another one.
Hi, guys. I, for the longest time, was like, oh, I can't believe I don't have a fun secret to tell them. I wish I had like a good secret. And then something I must have buried deep down to just stay hidden forever came out. And I remembered that when I was younger, I was probably like, I know I was older than 16 because I was driving. My cell phone broke, and my older brother had an old cell phone that he gave to me while I was like saving up for a new one. And he gave me this new phone. I like got in my car to go to a friend's house. I was like messing around on the phone, figuring out how it worked or whatever. And I opened up the camera roll, and there was a video of my brother masturbating. And I saw that with my own eyes. I was by myself. Nobody else saw it. I've never told anybody. My brother and I are not close. And now I'm like, is that why we're not close? Is it because I'm just so horrified and disgusted by this? I don't know. I hate it. It makes me wish I was dead. So yeah, there's my secret. I hope you enjoy my inner family trauma. Big fan of the podcast. Love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, you just have to get over it.
Yeah. Did you watch it to the end? That's the question on everybody's mind. Did you immediately stop the video? Because here's the thing, here's why I think this person's a little suspect. Because if you saw a video of your brother, right, jerking off, you would immediately go, oh my God, throw the phone on the ground.
It kind of sounds like she let it play for a while.
Yeah, that's why she's like, it plays in my mind every time I see him. We're not, it's like, you watched it to the end, you fucking creep.
Or maybe she watched it like just to really verify it was him. Wait,
why?
why was there a video?
Why would you need to verify who it was?
Why was there a video of him jerking off on her phone?
Was it on her phone?
Oh, maybe she borrowed his phone. Right, he gave her his old phone, but why was he? That's kind of gross. That he's.
You think he like loaded it up? He's like, maybe she'll like this.
No. But I do think, I don't want to say gross, but I do think that's a funny young thing to do. Like, I'm gonna videotape myself masturbate. It's very
probably
naive.
Sent it to a lover or something.
I know, but couldn't someone like find that? That seems like something you wouldn't want to put on your phone.
That's true.
I mean, that's worse to me than any kind of photo or.
Is it some footage of you jerking it?
Yes.
I hear that.
But
well, listen, get over it. Who cares? Everybody jerks off. You do too. I mean, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
What does it matter? It's not that gross.
Even your great grandpa jerked it.
Here's a way your great grandpa did jerk it, and we have the video proof to show it. By the way, here's a way you could get over it. If you send the video to endlesshoneymoonpod at No, I'm just joking. Don't do that. I think that's a felony. Let's play another secret.
Hey, Moshe and Natasha. I feel like I've seen you guys in the neighborhood. So, hey, neighbors. Anyway, my secret is that I worked for this huge bitch for 4 years. I quit in 2019, and during the pandemic, I was going through my cards saved in my Postmates because she would sometimes say, pay for, our lunches, not because she's nice, just because she could expense it. Anyway, I noticed that her card was still saved to my account, so I started ordering very expensive tequila, and she didn't know this, so I kept ordering it for about 6 months until the card was declined, and I don't feel bad about it. She's a huge cunt. I would do it again. Anyway, bye.
I just don't think ways like this work to get revenge.
Well, you get tequila. It works to get tequila.
It's not a worthy thing to want to get.
Tequila?
Just tequila for yourself to get drunk. And then also you could get arrested.
Right. It's true.
It just feels like so high risk. I would never put myself in that kind of risk.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
Have you ever heard that song, Tequila? Where it's all tequila. Have you ever heard that?
I'm just saying. I'm
with you.
But it seems like people get something out of depriving someone of like something. Like she liked that this woman was paying for this.
People feel powerless and they want to find power where they can get it.
I understand that.
Yeah. And you know what tequila makes you do, though?
Hmm.
Upload a jerk-off video that you accidentally give to a sibling. So be careful out there, guys. Natasha?
Yes, Moshe?
Do you think you want to do another stand-up set at some point in the future?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. I feel like I haven't. Now everyone has to enter society, but we haven't quite processed what we've been through.
You think your material needs to
I need to process a little bit.
be COVID related?
No, I just think everything feels like like a new, I don't know. I haven't been thinking about a lot of non-COVID things.
Well, you know what? I think, remember when I said member? I just cut the R off and made it more casual. Remember earlier when I said my ethic is all about joy?
Mm-hmm.
I think, now this is a rare, sincere moment from old MK. I think that one of the beautiful parts of our job is that we get to go from town to town and bring people a joy experience. When somebody comes to a show and the show goes well, those people had a great night just because you got up on stage, grabbed a microphone, and started telling jokes. And you brought those people a fun experience. Like, oh, we had so much fun last night. Went and saw this great comedian, Natasha Leggero. She razzled and dazzled. And they don't give a shit if you're talking about COVID. They're just like, wow, she brought us joy. And I am grateful to do that for a living.
She's like, hey, sir, do you have COVID?
No. She brought us joy. She reminded Uncle Tito that he almost died last year. But you know what, though? We're joy machines. We're just like our kid.
That'd be nice.
Joy on tap with Natasha Leggero and Moshe Kasher. And if you want some of that joy in your life, come to our live show on May 15th.
I'm getting excited about it. I'm not quite ready to do it live, but I think this will be very fun because I think we can all process together our emergence into society. And we're going to take questions. We're going to have some...
it's going to be fun.
Some speed counseling.
Yeah, it'll be great.
And
you'll do great. And if
a friendship game.
If you guys laugh enough at the online event we're doing, maybe it will boost Natasha's confidence to the degree that she'll get back on the road and come to a theater near you, and we will make more money for our child's future college fund.
Oh yeah, because we just read that statistic.
What statistic? I just heard a This American Life episode because I'm white and it's legally binding that I have to listen to every episode. That it was a special on college admissions, and they said that if you go to an Ivy League school, your chances of reporting back financially successful and happy are 1 in 3. If you go to a regular university, it's 1 in 6. If you go to a community college, it's like 1 in 600. And if you don't go to college at all, it's like 1 in 3,000. How fucking depressing is that?
Yeah, your kids have to go to college, I guess.
Or we have to change the whole system, but it seems difficult to do that. Anyway, the point of all that is, if you don't come to this live show on the 15th...
Our child will only have a 1 in 6,000
That's right.
chance.
She won't go to college at all.
Of being happy. Even if she goes to community college.
I went to community college.
I went to state school.
Are you financially stable and happy?
Yes, but I got lucky.
Yeah, well, I got lucky
It was Ivy League is like 1 in 5 or something, but then when the state school, it goes down to like 1 in 25, I think.
Well, this has been a fun statistical analysis of the systemic problems in upper education. But Natasha,
yeah,
I'm happy that you're happy. You bring me joy. And would you like to know why?
Why?
Because I love you.
I love you too.